evening, sweet world, and welcome to the Starters live at Real Sports Bar and Grill, night 2 for us from Toronto as we inch closer and closer to All-Star Weekend. The Starters faithful out in full force. Whether you're listening to the podcast or joining us on NBA TV and or YouTube, we're happy to have you. I'm Jay Skeets. Alongside me, as always, that's Tass Mellis.
Alongside me, as always, that's Jay Skeets. Things are backwards in Canada.
Yeah, that's right. To my left, it's the international man of mystery, Lee Ellis.
Friend.
Lele.
Lily. And last, certainly not least, it's Starters blog editor, Trey Kirby.
Hey-o!
Hey-o!
I told you this crowd's fired up tonight. All right, we got a really fun show. We got a very unique top 10 list and our second event of our Canada Cup Challenge. I'm still upset about the skating controversy. It was a skating controversy. We'll show you that from last night's show.
Ask me.
But first, since we got the crowd, we got all these thumbs, we're going to play some up-down report where we figure out where all four of us, all of us here stand on some hot-button NBA topics. So you see the Starters crowd, thumbs up or thumbs down. If you're playing along on Twitter, hashtag the Starters, thumbs up or thumbs down. Everyone knows how this works. First one, guys, the NBA announced today that Bulls big man Pau Gasol will replace injured Bulls guard Jimmy Butler in the All-Star game. For Gasol, it marks the second consecutive season that he's been named as an All-Star, his 6th overall selection. Jimmy Buckets, he's out 3 to 4 weeks, so tough break for him. Thumbs up or thumbs down, though, on Pau Gasol replacing Jimmy Butler?
What's
thumbs up?
A lot of thumbs up.
What are we saying out there? Yeah, look at those thumbs.
Thumbs down.
Very good thumbs.
Thumbs down.
We're in an international country. Pau Gasol's an international player. He's actually the only international player in the game, which is quite surprising.
Wow.
International players make up almost 25% of the league. You got to have one in there. Plus, he plays in the post a little bit.
Yeah.
And there's something to be said for that. Nobody else on the Eastern Conference roster is going to play in the post.
Who cares?
We've got enough guys.
People want to see that post play.
We have enough guys who can flick it from the outside. We don't need another one in Kemba Walker. Let's get back to a little post play.
I go Kemba Walker. When we made our picks a couple weeks ago, I had him as part of my original reserves. He shouldered the offensive load for that Charlotte team. All those injuries to guys like Jefferson and Batum and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Now they're all back. Now they're making a playoff push. I think it's got to be Kemba. He deserves to get in this thing.
Look, it's a close call either way. But I gave it to Pau Gasol myself just because he's been a little bit better than Kemba. Kemba did start off a little bit slowly. Pau's got 29 double-doubles. You know what you're getting out of him every night. He's only missed a couple of games. I just think it was a close call. I think Pau was the right decision.
He's been there so many times.
That's
6 times isn't that many times.
He's a new guy.
We're never going to see him again, man.
All right, we already have a little guy in there in Isaiah Thomas. I don't want Kemba Walker stealing Isaiah Thomas's little man thunder. That's the smallest man ever to play in an All-Star game. Excuse me, Calvin Murphy.
I'm glad you don't pick the All-Star teams because you based off how big the guy is and whether he's international.
We want some variety.
Okay.
We're in Canada. There's variety everywhere.
It's the spice of life. You're right. All right, next one. This one's a lot of fun. In preparation for NBA All-Star Weekend here in Toronto, the Bank of Montreal has created this very unique ATM machine, I guess for the very, very tall NBA players that are coming. Daniel O'Hanley.
Not for Isaiah Thomas.
Peeping the machine here in the first Canadian place. Are you guys thumbs up or thumbs down on this very creative, tall, all-star ATM? Thumbs up. Oh, wow. I guess we got some CIBC fans in the building tonight.
And you size us, Tass. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong? Yeah.
The people who actually handle the players' money aren't going to be able to reach it. It's not logical.
I guess my only concern would be using an ATM this tall. How do they get the money to go from the bottom to top fast
Let's
enough?
not start ATM talk.
Yeah. We don't even know how
still a
ATMs
mystery, to
work
be
on
honest
this
with
show.
you.
Lee, you like it?
Yeah, I think it's great. It's creative. It's the All-Star Weekend. We know most basketball players tend to be tall, so I think it's great.
Most do.
Except Isaiah Thomas.
That's a fact.
Except Isaiah Thomas. All right, next one here, guys. This was a weird story. The Sacramento Kings, they were prepared to fire their head coach, George Karl, after Wednesday night's game against the 76ers, but in a dramatic 180, they now plan to keep him. ESPN's Mark Stein reported this story over Twitter. I guess they're scrapping the initial plans because Karl and GM Vlade Divac, they sat down, they talked it out. So are you up or down on the Kings continuing to stick with George Karl here?
I'm up on it.
I'm
Sideways.
Down. Sideways. What we got
down.
here, crowds?
Oh, there's a few years.
Oh, look at these.
Look, the
look at these
Kings-
thumbs Thumbs
The
GMs.
Kings are probably going to change their mind and fire him anyway next week.
Yeah.
So
What are they doing here?
who knows? Who knows what's going? I think what they did was they thought they were going to fire. By the way, they've got to control some of the leaks coming out of the organisation because everyone seemed to know exactly what was happening and when it was going to happen.
They have Mark Stein on speed dial.
Exactly,
Someone in that organization.
Steiny doesn't report.
They're
things
having
unless
lunch.
He's got
George
really good
Carl's eating a
information.
salad. He put down his fork. I think he looks angry. Yeah, it's crazy.
This seems like they almost saw the reaction on Twitter and they thought, uh-oh, we better not do this. Let's just keep him at least around for the end of this season.
Well, they just need some consistency, and that's why I'm fine with this. They cannot keep firing coaches within a year. It's embarrassing for everyone within that organization. No one can be prideful in that organization. Everybody's walking on eggshells. If you're a potential coach and you look at this position, why would you want to go there?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that said, Tass, do you think George Carl will be coaching this team next season?
No.
That's why
Well,
I'm
then
sideways. I'm
what's
glad
going
they
on?
didn't panic and fire him, but also you kind of already did fire him. The damage is already done, and it's
Right.
going to be hard to recruit another coach to come in and say, yeah, you can coach here, maybe for a whole season.
It's time to hire a GM before you hire a coach. The last two times
Oh,
they've
I
hired
know. It's a mess.
the GM, then they've hired the coach, and then the GM. It doesn't
Right.
make any sense.
Yeah, weird situation. I almost feel bad for DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah.
Because if he gets another coach, wouldn't that be something like his sixth?
Yeah, and you have to
sixth
start all
NBA
over again.
Head coach in about the same amount of years.
You don't think DeMarcus may have a bit of a hand in this with his comments last week?
100%.
How he's not enjoying George Carl whatsoever. I think he might actually
You're probably
like
right.
this move.
Yeah.
And where are the leaks coming from?
Well, what move? They're keeping him, so he's not going to be happy now.
They're keeping him for now. But
Yeah.
like I say, they're going to go on another losing streak again, and then it's just going to start up all over again, and then I think he'll be gone.
Yeah, Trey, get your phone out. By the end of this show, George Carl might be fired. with
I'll
the way
check my
Kings make
tweets.
decisions. All right, final one here, guys. We have some kids in the crowd. I don't want them looking at this because it's Mardi Gras season, which means the Nightmare Fuel mascot, King Cake Baby, is back for the Pelicans, striking fear and terror into the hearts of not just children. I argue everyone. Are you guys up or down on the return of King Cake Baby?
Oh, I love it.
I love it too.
See, the people love it.
I'm thumbs up. I'm thumbs up as
I'm
well.
thumbs up because people
Why?
are so creeped out by this guy, but they bring him back every single year. They don't care. He gets creepier every year, and it's awesome.
And you know what time of year it is when it comes out, so
Look
it's
at
great.
it.
It's
Look at
not
it.
like it's out 12 months of the year, so
That's
it's great.
not funny.
Yeah.
I remember 2 years ago, we were on our way to New Orleans. I was looking at Twitter while I was boarding the plane, and I saw King Cake Baby. I had a terrible flight.
You
I was
blame him.
freaked out.
He was on your flight.
No, he was on my Twitter feed.
Oh, okay.
wow.
That would have been very scary. I'm thumbs up because remember their old mascot, the old Pierre
yeah.
the Pelican?
Yeah.
I
Old
think Pierre the
Pierre.
Pelican was scarier than
Yeah,
King Cake
I
Baby.
agree, absolutely.
And that's saying something. Remember this
Yeah.
freak thing?
Well,
A lot
you
of
saw
people are
this
scared by birds, man.
every home game we saw this, so at least King Cake Baby only comes out for Mardi Gras.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the crowd in the end, thumbs up or thumbs down on King Cake Baby? What is it?
Yeah, I think we're up.
I think
Yeah.
we're up.
Yeah.
I
People
think
love
we're
that
up.
weird baby.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. King Cake Baby. It's so great to have him back in our life. That's the Up Down Report. Good stuff from the Starters fans. Over here, we got to take a break. Lots more still to come on the show. When we return, it's the second event of the Starters Canada Cup competition. We're throwing some axe.
That's a scary look there.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Starters, live at Real Sports here in Toronto, Canada, with a few of our closest friends. We know all of these people, every single one of them. Everyone in Canada knows each other. Yeah, give me some Raptors
There's
news.
Gary,
Great
there's
sign.
Bob.
All right, yesterday on the show, we started our Canada Cup competition where the four of us are battling it out in some Canadian-themed events.
Some of us are battling.
That's a good point, Tess. We already have a full-blown controversy. This is just like the Olympics, really.
It's not really a controversy.
Yesterday it was an ice skating or speed skating. I put speed skating in quotations. Nothing speedy about this.
These guys are blazing.
Oh,
there-
yeah. Wow.
There's Tess walking.
Somebody's got to be the butt of the joke. You know?
That's right. But the controversy here, it happens near the end. Now this is the final turn here. Lee
Yeah.
in the lead. I'm coming up second. There's
And
Trey
here
in
they
third.
come.
Comfortable
Down
lead,
the
yeah.
stretch. Here comes J.E.
Yeah.
Skates.
Oh!
And down goes Frazier there.
The controversy is you grabbed me,
Well,
which
Lee-
is not a part of the game.
Lee,
is it?
we're in Canada, man. Hockey town. We got to get physical. Yes, the people think I won.
Well, listen, the people might think that, but I've got the evidence there. I crossed the line first.
Oh, man.
You're lucky you have your MCLs.
So there it is.
Just.
In the end, Lee gets the gold medal, the 3 points. I get a silver. Trey coming up with the bronze. Guys, apparently Chris Webber was watching yesterday's show, and he's got a thing or two to say about the showboating at the finish line.
What up, Starters? I love it, baby. I love the race for the cup. I don't know if it's the Canadian Cup, the NBA TV Cup, but it's some cup. I just want to say this. Lee, way to skate through the tape. I love how you looked over, and because you were showing off, unlike Kenny, you kept running. Kenny was showing off and looking back. You were showing off, and then you slipped. The skate came up. Way to skate through the tape, baby. Way to win the NBA Cup, or the NBA on TNT Cup, or the NBA.com Cup, or the Canadian Cup. Eh? Good job.
Oh, he gets the
Shout
A
out
in
to
there.
C-Web, yeah.
That's a big win. So C-Web
He knows.
agrees with you, I
Yeah,
guess.
he's a smart guy. I've always said that.
I don't know,
Yeah.
C-Web. I don't know. All
We
right.
also had to give producer and director credits to Reggie Miller on that. He filmed
actually
it, he
filmed
directed it, he made that happen.
All right.
Thanks,
Great
Reggie.
job.
Thank you to Reggie and Chris, except not really Chris because I won that thing. We all know that. All right. But today was our second event, and, well, we got to throw some axes. Let's see if someone gets hurt here.
Hey there, I'm Matt Wilson. You're at Battle, the Backyard Axe Throwing League, and I'm going to teach these guys how to throw some axes today. Here's how it works. We've got a bullseye, black ring worth 5 points, red ring, middle ring worth 3 points. This outer ring is worth 1 point.
That guy just looks like he throws a lot of axes, right? All right, so Tass up first. We'll play a couple rounds here, 3 rounds.
Almost stuck it.
Now, it took a while to get used to it.
We couldn't get into a flow.
You can't do the wizard, he said. You got to follow through.
Gotta be a
Yeah, like a
swan.
swan.
So 0 for 3. This guy looks like he can throw an axe. Bang! So Trey leading after round 1. Trey up 3 points. Tass, second
I don't think
shot.
Trey practiced. You just-
Oh, nothing there. Okay. What do I got?
All right, what do you got
What do
here?
I got? Come on, follow through, Skeets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Little celebration.
Huge.
Lee with the plaid and everything. Whoa, coming back. Hot axe. Trey. I'm leading. I'm leading at the end of 2 here. 5-3, round 3.
bad.
The ultimate throw.
Buried it.
Oh, I need that. Oh, I need
You
that.
look Swanish.
Oh, it's the in the chalk.
It's the
line.
LeBron, the LeBron.
I went for the glory.
Yeah, those green dots are worth 7. Trey needs this to win. He got it. Trey Kirby takes it. I believe 8-5. Look at this guy.
Yeah, you do look the part anyway.
You look like Paul Bunyan. You better be able to throw an axe.
Yeah, I had a built-in advantage just looks-wise, no doubt.
Okay, so the
man.
Canada Cup leaderboard. Oh, it's tight as we get in to the final event, which is tomorrow.
The power of editing.
I think we're going to be eating some sort of Canadian food. I'll just leave it at that.
It says poutine challenge right on that board, Skeets.
Yeah.
People know at home. This is what we're playing
Whoops.
for. It's a bottle of maple syrup. There's no alcohol
Are
in
we
here.
seriously eating poutine on tomorrow's
Yeah.
show?
With
live on the
maple
show?
syrup on top.
Okay, great.
Whoa,
All right,
gross.
great stuff. All right, a lot of fun. The third event tomorrow night. All right, guys, new open court is coming our way. It's basketball 101. You're going to have guys like Shaq, Zeke, Grant Hill, many others. They're going to hit the court to share some of their trade secrets, and I believe we have a short clip. Check this out.
Stand behind Shaq, Reggie. I swear to God, now I'm supposed to go back. Don't throw it in. Okay. I look back and I'm like, ain't nobody guarding Shaq. I couldn't see the defenders. Like that's the first time I ever looked on the basketball court and somebody was standing behind somebody and you couldn't see him. I was like, oh, who got Shaq?
Open Court Basketball 101, that premieres 5 p.m. on Saturday on TNT. So set the
good
DVRs or catch that live. I don't know why Zeke thought Shaq was big. He's not that big.
Nah.
I've gotten a wedgie from him. He's not that big.
Oh, here we go.
boy.
Why do we need to show this
I mean,
again?
look,
Officer Shaq.
guy's a monster.
You have the right to scream as you get a wedgie in your bottom.
Just groans from the crowd.
Stuff we do for this show. It's insane. All right, we got to take a break. Lots more still to come on the show. Got a fun top 10 list when we come back. We're going to count down the top 10 dunk contest assistants of all time. Not the dunkers,
No.
the assists. Come on back, you're watching the starters.
Welcome back to the starters here in Toronto for NBA All-Star Week. We've got a great crew back here.
Rowdy.
Now, when it comes to the dunk contest, the dunkers get all the glory, but they do get some help. So we're here to show some love to the passers. Here are the top 10 top 10 dunk contest assistants in NBA history. Let's get this started.
At number 10, Dwight Howard giving Nate Robinson a boost
That's a
in
weird one.
2009. I once saw my buddy Dave Grisham give Joel McMillan a boost into the top bunk at a cottage. Very similar.
At number 9, here's Wizards mascot G-Man holding the ball for John Wall. This is a beauty.
This is a good dunk.
You get a nice little pump in there.
That's a lost dunk. People forget about how good that one is.
Is that a single pump or a double pump?
It's impossible to tell.
Yeah.
2009, former Raptors Sonny Weems goes way up into the crowd. Now,
Where you going?
Now look, is the dunk that great that he gets to JR here? No, but the pass,
It's a good pass.
beautiful.
Yeah, timing.
Now, I think that took a couple attempts too.
Yeah,
but
it did.
they got it. They got
That's
it.
all right.
This is an unheralded dunk. Rashawn McCants lights a candle for Gerald Green's cupcake. They throw it up on the heel of the rim. Gerald Green gets up so high he can blow out the candle after catching the ball and throwing it down.
Nobody wants to light their own candles on their cake.
Yeah, you're right.
This is a lot harder than it looks, I can testify.
At number 6, Baron Davis from the Kia sunroof to Blake Griffin. We had the choir, we had the car, we had the dunk. Again, look, it's not about the dunk, it's about the pass. And he's pumped. He's trying to sell it.
Right on the money.
At number 5, Gordon Hayward helps Jeremy Evans show off some ambidextrous coordination. Left hand, right hand.
That's good.
That is skill.
Incredible dunk.
This is a great angle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
A young-looking Gordon Hayward there, too.
Pre-haircut.
Yeah, right.
Shaggy!
At number 4, one of my favorite dunks of all time, AI to AI. Iguodala.
Right here.
You got robbed,
Right here.
man. You got robbed. Yeah, he's pointing out where to put it off the back of the backboard. Iverson's got it.
Oh, should have won the contest with that one.
He's known as a scorer, but he can still drop a dime.
Number 3, just feel the shivers right here. Vince Carter's about to dunk. Just feel it. I like this because they didn't even practice this beforehand. Just put it here. I'll take care of the rest. Vince, best dunk contest performance of all time. Yeah, let's see it. It's over.
Yeah, it's over. It's at number 3. I guess just the passes here. That's right. Number 2. I love this one. Jameer Nelson, he was really into the Superman bit when he was helping out Dwight. He puts on the cape. I mean, that's a true teammate right there.
Yeah, tie it up.
And then he threw the oop, and he thrunks it. You know, Dwight does the hard part, but Nelson's into that. He's a huge part of that dunk.
But the passer that had to do the most, Canadian Steve Nash, using his head to Amari perfectly. They didn't miss an attempt, right? That was the first attempt, if I do remember.
360. Wow.
Steve Nash, only right here in Canada, coming in at number 1 on the top 10 dunk assistants of all time. That's a list you didn't think you were going to see tonight. I'll tell you that. We had another wedgie, though, Tess.
We squeeze them all in because they're all snowflakes. Number 29 of the season. This is a unique one. A free throw wedgie.
And a technical free throw.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to start a wedgie chant, you can. I mean, don't be afraid.
But also, you don't have to. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Number 29 on the season.
Oh, yeah. Way to
Thanks,
go.
Logan.
What's up? So many Thodies in the house.
Too much yelling. People love wedgies, Logan.
He's freaking out. All right, one more break. When we come back, Lily's very solid play of the night. So don't go anywhere. You're watching the Starters live from Real Sports in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Back with the Starters live at Real Sports. Last night's pick and play, we all had the Raptors because, well, we're in Raptor country here, so we had to take them. They got the win. We got a tight race here for the month of February.
2 games back of the Cavs. 2 games back.
Can you believe it? All right, let's get to tonight's pick. It is the Wizards-Knicks game. It's on League Pass, 8 p.m. Eastern. 3 of us taking the Knicks with Kurt Rambis taking over for the team. Lee, the only one going with the Wizards.
I think the Wizards are going to do it. Knicks haven't been playing too well lately.
It's Rambis time.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's even more a reason
Believe
to
in
go to the Wizards.
Rambis. We
The
are
Lee lead is
all
gone.
in on that. All right, Lee. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Where are we going for your very solid play of the night?
We are heading out to Phoenix for this play from the Oklahoma City Thunder. We've got 2, a pump fake party. There's one, Payne to Westbrook, and Len again in the pump fake
yeah,
party.
what a party.
Serge Ibaka, watch that again. There's the first. Beautiful pass from Payne. Westbrook. Whoop. Serge gets Alex Len. That's what I call a very solid play.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, good stuff,
Good
Lely.
stuff, everyone.
We had some news in the association today. We'll start with the Clippers announcing that Blake Griffin will serve a 4-game suspension for the incident where he punched an assistant equipment manager outside of a Toronto restaurant. I can't wait to punch you later, Lee. So he's going to be a 4-game suspension without pay, and the wages actually from a 5th game will be withheld as well. This is not really all that surprising. We thought this would eventually happen. He won't serve this until he's, of course, back from injury.
I like how the Clippers took care of business, though.
Apparently they consulted the NBA and they came to that agreement. So
NBA
it's a
sort
smart way of doing it, I
mandated.
think.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right. The other news, this sucks, especially if you're a Grizzlies fan. Grizz center Marc Gasol, he has a broken right foot and he is going to be out indefinitely. Not great news for the Grizzlies, of course, in a playoff race here, seeding at least, and in the mix and playing well as of late. So
Yeah,
bummer
there
news
are
for them.
rumors he might be out for the rest of the season, which wouldn't be surprising. He's a big guy, hurt his foot, and he signed a huge contract. I'm sure they'll want him healthy for the future. Grizzlies maybe not going anywhere this year. Might be sad to not see Marc Gasol anymore this year.
Yeah.
Could be the end of the grit and grind era, as we know
Definitely
it.
True. Very, very true. All right, Lee, I believe we have some time for some fan signs.
Yes, we do. The first one comes from, this one, actually live.
Oh, this one's live.
Kenny Smith is here. Is that
Give me
Kenny?
some Raptor news.
Give me some Raptor news.
Great job. Yes, the other one comes from Jake and Haley out in Denver. Sending us this weird double wedgie sign. That's you there, Skeets, getting a wedgie, and Kirk Heinrich. Yeah, interesting. The weirder the better. We love those. The
What
next
is
one
this?
comes from
What is
Fan
this?
Lord, whose
What?
fan sign's a strange one. He said that eating Chinese food was a very solid choice. I agree. It's great. Vincent in Philadelphia crashed this Allen Iverson tribute night, I think, and decided to put his sign up there. So great, why not? Mimi and Caleb weren't at a game, but they put together this clever
They
sign.
went back in time.
They went back in the DeLorean.
Wow,
and
how'd
put
you get
that one
those
together.
tickets?
Quilly Nelson and my wife, he
Willie
says, in Indiana. Always great when you get a classic starterism in there, and that was a great one. Who else we got? David in Detroit. Last night, actually, at the Raptors game, he says, "We the South." I think he's trolling us here, but it's a good job anyway, so he gets on there. And Britton and his lady friend out in Oklahoma City Thunder put together this sign. Shout out to Justin's. And we even get one from Seattle.
Wow.
This one comes from Logan and his bud outside the Key Arena.
Why were
So-
you there with a sign?
Why not? And Pooh Bear Lover also sent
Of course, let's not forget about Pooh Bear Lover.
yeah, this was last night's game in Indiana. First NBA game, and got to see Kobe Bryant. Got a fan sign. Got on NBA TV.
Not bad.
All right, yeah. Good stuff. Glad we got all those fan signs in. We'll get them up on the Facebook page. Guys, tomorrow night we're back here at Real Sports. How many of you guys are coming back tomorrow night? That's what we want to hear.
We're going to hold you to that.
2/3.
That's what you call putting those people on the spot.
Yeah.
They had to answer like that. All right, guys, former Raptors All-Star Vince Carter, he's going to sit down with Steve Smith to discuss basketball and a whole lot more than that. Airs next Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on NBA TV. That's it for us tonight. Back here tomorrow night.
All right. Thank you for joining us, folks. You have been great out
Yes.
there. One more night here at Real Sports. And then the fantastic weekend. And remember, real Canadians, well, they know how to throw axes. Because Lee Ellis, he ain't a Canadian. No.
Embrace the night, people.